Every tunnel has a story, but not all stories bring comfort. Beneath the surface, hidden from the eyes of the world, lies a shadowy underworld where crime thrives in silence. U.S. authorities have uncovered yet another drug tunnel between San Diego and Tijuana, a chilling reminder of the depths criminals will go to evade the law. Step inside, and the air thickens. The silence is suffocating, pressing in from every direction. Every faint echo twists unnaturally, amplifying the unsettling feeling that something isn't right. The walls seem to close in, swallowing every flicker of light. The eerie stillness carries an undeniable weight. These tunnels aren't just passageways, they are vaults of hidden secrets. Some long buried, others still active, fueling a network of illegal activity beneath our feet. The sheer craftsmanship is startling, yet the purpose behind them is what truly sends a shiver down the spine. "My God, it's dark and claustrophobic in here," one investigator mutters, his voice barely above a whisper. The unease is palpable. This is a space where the walls hold more than just dirt. They hold fear, deception, and danger. What other dark secrets lie undiscovered beneath our cities? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and spread awareness, because some truths deserve to be brought to light. Frozen in time, the discovery of Montreal's Ice Age cavern. At first glance, tunnels may not seem like the kind of place where you'd uncover something eerie. After all, they don't just form on their own. People or animals have to carve them out, right? So, in theory, there shouldn't be much to see besides dirt and stone. But Earth holds more than meets the eye. Beneath its surface lies a hidden history, layer upon layer of time, waiting to be unearthed. In 2017, something astonishing happened beneath the city of Montreal. The well-known Street Leonard Cavern had been explored for years, its winding passage stretching about 15 meters. Nothing unusual, until a routine excavation took a shocking turn. As explorers chipped away at a limestone wall, they suddenly broke through into an entirely new space, one that had remained sealed off for thousands of years. Further investigation revealed an extraordinary truth. This cavern had been untouched for 15,000 years, dating all the way back to the Ice Age. At first, explorers could only traverse about 656 feet before encountering an underground water source. But that didn't stop them. Determined to push forward, they grabbed a canoe and paddled into the unknown, unaware of where the tunnel would lead. The passage was tight, allowing only a few people at a time, adding to the cavern's mysterious allure. This wasn't a man-made tunnel. It was a natural formation, sculpted by the forces of time. It had been hiding in plain sight, just beneath the feet of unsuspecting Montreal residents, waiting for the right moment to be uncovered. One of the explorers who made the discovery called it a major breakthrough, and it's easy to see why. Anything from the Ice Age is a monumental find in the world of history, but an entire cavern frozen in time? That's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Who knows what other ancient secrets remain buried beneath us? The lost secret of the Saxon Palace Tunnel. There's something undeniably thrilling about discovering a hidden tunnel, but the real mystery lies in why it was built, who created it, and why it was concealed in the first place. These questions make underground finds all the more fascinating, and that's exactly what happened in Warsaw, Poland. During the reconstruction of the historic Saxon Palace, once a grand symbol of Polish heritage before being destroyed in World War II, construction workers made a startling discovery. Buried 13 feet beneath the ground, a tunnel emerged from the shadows of history. But here's where things got even more intriguing. This tunnel wasn't on any old maps, blueprints, or historical records. It was as if it had never existed, until now. The implications were staggering. If this tunnel had been deliberately erased from history, then who built it? And more importantly, why? Determined to uncover the truth, historians delved into archives, piecing together its origins. What they found was remarkable. Before the palace's destruction, it had served as the headquarters for the Polish army, and this tunnel was their clandestine lifeline. Constructed in the 1930s, it was an underground communication channel, allowing military personnel to relay critical messages between the palace and beyond. Stretching 147 feet, Its sturdy brick walls, still bearing markings from the original brickyard, stood as a silent testament to the past. But what's truly chilling is the fact that this tunnel was nearly lost forever. Had it not been uncovered, an essential fragment of Poland's history would have vanished without a trace. Now, with its rediscovery, there's hope that it will be preserved, not just as a relic of the past, but as a tribute to those who once walked its hidden path. Drug tunnels, the underground highways of crime. When it comes to smuggling illegal goods, criminals will stop at nothing to outmaneuver law enforcement. In Mexico, certain groups have turned underground tunneling into a sophisticated operation, one that authorities struggle to keep up with. These drug tunnels, expertly carved beneath the US-Mexico border, stretch for hundreds of feet, often remaining undetected for years. By the time authorities uncover one, it has already served its purpose, leaving behind nothing but a dark, abandoned passage that once funneled millions of dollars worth of illicit goods. But these aren't just crude holes in the ground. Some of these tunnels are feats of engineering. Many are equipped with ventilation systems, lighting, and even underground railways to transport contraband swiftly and efficiently. The sheer level of planning and resources invested in these hidden routes is both astonishing and alarming. Despite relentless efforts by law enforcement to shut them down, more tunnels continue to emerge, proving just how relentless these criminal networks are. It's an endless game of cat and mouse, one that authorities are fighting to win, but the smugglers refuse to lose. The Cu-Chi tunnels, a hidden fortress beneath the jungle. Deep in the dense jungles of Vietnam, beneath quiet villages and thick forests, lies one of the most astonishing underground networks in modern warfare, the Cu-Chi tunnels. This vast, intricate maze of passageways was a secret weapon of the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War, allowing them to outmaneuver even the most powerful military forces. Stretching over 120 miles, these tunnels weren't just escape routes. They were an entire underground civilization. Hidden beneath the enemy's feet were command centers, sleeping quarters, kitchens, meeting rooms, weapon storage areas, and even makeshift hospitals. Some tunnels reached depths of 30 feet, making them nearly undetectable. What made these tunnels truly terrifying for enemy soldiers were the traps. Concealed entrances, false pathways, and spike-filled pits turned any attempt to infiltrate them into a deadly gamble. The ventilation system was so cleverly designed that even when American forces pumped in smoke or poison gas, the Viet Cong found ways to survive, either by escaping through secret exits or using carefully crafted air vents that dispersed smoke miles away. But life underground was brutal. The tunnels were cramped, pitch dark, and infested with snakes, rats, and insects. Food was scarce, disease spread rapidly, and the soldiers lived with the constant fear of discovery. Yet their resilience was unmatched. They developed innovative cooking techniques to release smoke far from their location, built underwater exits, and even designed underground firing positions to launch surprise attacks. When US and South Vietnamese forces finally uncovered the tunnels, they were stunned by their sophistication. Specially trained tunnel rats were sent inside to explore, but every step was a potential death trap. The war above was brutal, but beneath the ground, it was a nightmare. Today, the Cu-Chi tunnels stand as a powerful symbol of ingenuity, endurance, and the human will to survive against all odds. While parts of the tunnels remain unexplored, they serve as a haunting reminder of a time when an entire army lived and fought from the shadows, right beneath their enemies' feet. Derinquiu, the lost underground city that defied time. Imagine knocking down a wall in your basement, only to stumble upon an entire hidden city beneath your home. That's exactly what happened in 1963 in Turkey, when a man's simple home renovation led to one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries in history. What he uncovered wasn't just an old storage room, it was the entrance to Derinquiu, an underground metropolis that had been buried and forgotten for centuries. As experts explored deeper, the true scale of the city became clear. This was no ordinary network of tunnels. It was an 18-story labyrinth, stretching over 280 feet below the surface, capable of housing 20,000 people along with their animals and food supplies. Believed to have been originally carved by the Phrygians as early as the 8th century BCE and later expanded by early Christians, Dyrynquia was designed as a hidden sanctuary from invading forces. Every detail of its construction reflected ingenuity. Living quarters, schools, kitchens, wine cellars, and even places of worship were carefully arranged within its depths. Massive stone doors were built to roll shut, sealing off sections of the city in times of attack. What truly set Dyrynquia apart, however, was its astonishing level of engineering. Despite being entirely underground, it had a sophisticated ventilation system that kept fresh air circulating even at its lowest levels. There were also hidden escape routes, allowing its inhabitants to flee undetected if needed. Yet, despite everything we've learned about Dyrynquia, it remains shrouded in mystery. How did ancient builders, armed only with primitive tools, carve out such a massive and complex city? Why was it eventually abandoned? And perhaps most intriguingly, could there be even more undiscovered tunnels connecting to other lost underground cities? Today, Dyrynquia is open to visitors, offering a rare glimpse into a world that once thrived beneath the earth. But with so much still left unexplored, one question lingers. What other secrets might still be buried, waiting to be revealed? Lascaux cave paintings, the forgotten masterpieces of the ancient world. In 1940, a group of boys in France set out on what they thought was an ordinary walk through the countryside. But what they stumbled upon would rewrite history. Near the village of Montignac, one of the boys noticed his dog had vanished. As they searched, they found the animal had fallen into a hole that led to a hidden cave. What lay inside would leave the world in awe. As they stepped into the darkness, their eyes adjusted to something extraordinary. The walls were alive with color, covered in hundreds of paintings stretching across different chambers. Horses, deer, bison, and even woolly rhinoceroses leaped from the rock face, painted in vibrant shades of red, yellow, and black. The animals weren't just sketched, they seemed to move, captured in dynamic poses that revealed a deep understanding of motion, shading, and perspective. This was no ordinary cave. It was Lascaux, home to one of the most breathtaking collections of prehistoric art ever found. Scientists soon determined the paintings were more than 17,000 years old, created by early humans with an artistic skill far beyond what anyone had imagined. These weren't simple doodles. They told stories, possibly tied to spiritual rituals or hunting magic. The level of craftsmanship forced experts to reconsider their assumptions about prehistoric people. These artists were intelligent, creative, and deeply connected to their world. But how had they done it? The artists of Lascaux had developed advanced techniques, grinding minerals into pigments and mixing them with animal fat to create long-lasting colors. They even pioneered a form of early spray painting, blowing pigment through hollow bones to produce soft, fading edges, an effect still used in modern art today. As word of the discovery spread, thousands of visitors flocked to see the cave, marveling at the ancient masterpieces. But this admiration came at a cost. The constant stream of tourists unknowingly carried bacteria and fungi into the cave, and the carbon dioxide from their breath began to damage the priceless paintings. In 1963, a heartbreaking decision was made. To save the artwork, the French government closed Lascaux to the public. A replica was later built so that visitors could still experience the beauty of the paintings without further harming the originals. Even with these precautions, scientists continue to fight against the slow decay of the cave's artwork, desperately working to preserve it for future generations. Yet, mysteries remain. Who were the artists who painted these walls? What stories were they telling? And are there more hidden caves waiting to be uncovered? Lascaux is more than a cave. It is a testament to the enduring power of human creativity, a reminder that even thousands of years ago, art was a force that could transcend time. The Paris Catacombs, a city of the dead beneath the living. Some tunnels are unsettling because of the stories surrounding them, but the Paris Catacombs? They are terrifying simply because of what lies within. Beneath the romantic streets of Paris, hidden from the bustling city above, is a dark and chilling underworld filled with the remains of millions. Centuries ago, Paris faced a dire problem. Its cemeteries were overflowing, and the stench of decay was seeping into the streets. The city needed a solution, and they found one in the most unsettling way possible. They exhumed the dead, stripped the bodies down to their bones, and carefully arranged them in a labyrinth of tunnels beneath the city. What began as a desperate attempt to manage the dead became one of the most haunting underground sites in the world. Today, more than 6 million souls rest in the catacombs, their remains meticulously stacked along the tunnel walls. Imagine walking through a dimly lit corridor, only to realize the very walls surrounding you are made entirely of human skulls and bones. It's not just a passageway, it's a city of the dead, stretching for miles beneath the feet of unsuspecting Parisians. While only a small section is open to the public, that hasn't stopped adventurers from sneaking in. Over the years, explorers have uncovered hidden chambers, cryptic messages scrawled on the walls, and even abandoned cameras containing eerie, unexplained footage. Some visitors report hearing whispers in the darkness, while others claim to have seen shadows moving where no one should be. The Paris catacombs are more than a historical site. They are an underground graveyard steeped in mystery, legend, and fear. It is a place where the past refuses to be forgotten, and where the line between history and horror blurs into something truly unforgettable. The mysterious hidden tunnel inside the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza has fascinated the world for centuries, not just because of its sheer size and precision but because of the countless mysteries surrounding it. How did the ancient Egyptians build such a perfect structure over 4,500 years ago without modern tools? No one knows for certain. And just when we thought we had uncovered all its secrets, a shocking discovery in 2016 made the pyramid even more mysterious. Scientists using advanced scanning technology uncovered something hidden deep within the pyramid, a secret tunnel unseen for thousands of years. This was no ordinary passage. It had never been recorded before, and its purpose was completely unknown. The tunnel was clearly built with intent, but why? Was it a hidden escape route? A secret burial chamber? A structural element designed to prevent collapse? Or was it something far more extraordinary? What makes this discovery even more puzzling is that no other pyramid has a tunnel like this. If it was an essential part of construction, why haven't similar tunnels been found elsewhere? Could this mean that the Great Pyramid was designed for something far more significant than we ever imagined? One thing is certain: the ancient Egyptians never built anything without purpose. Every stone was placed with meaning, every passage had a reason. But until we can uncover more, this hidden tunnel will remain one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles, another layer of mystery buried within one of the world's most incredible wonders. Cradle, the underground town that defies nature. Deep in the heart of the Australian outback, a town unlike any other in the world exists, a place where survival depends on going underground. At first glance, Cradle looks like a desolate wasteland, with its barren red landscape stretching for miles. But hidden beneath the surface lies an entire underground city, where more than half of the residents live in homes carved directly into the earth. This unique way of life began in 1915 when a teenager named Willie Hutchison set out in search of gold. Instead, he discovered something far more valuable: sparkling opals buried in the ground. News of the precious gemstones spread quickly, attracting miners from across Australia. But there was a problem. The brutal outback heat, often soaring above 110 degrees Fahrenheit 43 degrees Celsius, made life unbearable. The sun was relentless, and the dry air made traditional housing almost impossible. The miners found a genius solution. If they could dig tunnels for opals, they could dig homes for themselves. They began carving out dugouts in the hillsides, creating underground dwellings that stayed naturally cool no matter how scorching it was outside. Over time, the idea caught on, and an entire underground town was born. Today, Cradle is more than just a network of homes. Beneath the surface, there are underground hotels, shops, churches, art galleries, and even a bar. Some houses rival modern city apartments, complete with fully equipped kitchens, elegant bedrooms, and electricity. The thick rock walls provide insulation, keeping the temperature stable year-round and offering a level of peace and quiet that no above-ground home can match. Despite its unusual lifestyle, Cradle has become a global attraction, drawing visitors from all over the world. Tourists come to explore the opal mines, experience life underground, and even stay in subterranean hotels. The town's surreal appearance has also made it a popular filming location for sci-fi movies, with its Martian-like landscape providing the perfect backdrop for futuristic worlds. In a place where nature makes survival nearly impossible, the people of Kuberpidi found a way not just to live, but to thrive. What started as a desperate solution to unbearable heat has transformed into one of the most fascinating and resilient communities on Earth. The enigma of Cueva de los Tellos, a cave of lost secrets. Deep within the Amazon rainforest of Ecuador lies one of the most mysterious caves in the world. Cueva de los Tellos. For centuries, the indigenous Shura people have known about its existence, using it to gather nocturnal birds called tellos, which gave the cave its name. But beyond the birds and the vast tunnels, many believe this cave holds something far more astonishing, clues to an ancient and possibly lost civilization. The real intrigue began in the 1970s when Hungarian-Argentine explorer Juan Moritz made a shocking claim. He had discovered a hidden underground library made of metal books, along with strange golden artifacts and signs of an advanced prehistoric society. His story set off a wave of curiosity, attracting scholars, adventurers, and even astronauts. In 1976, a massive expedition led by British engineer Stan Hall was launched to explore the cave. Among the team was none other than Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon. The mission aimed to uncover the truth behind Moritz's claims, and what they found was extraordinary in its own way. The cave wasn't just a random collection of underground chambers, it was massive, complex, and strangely precise. Some of its walls appeared unnaturally smooth, as if they had been shaped by intelligent hands rather than natural forces. This raised an unsettling question. Was this cave actually built, rather than formed? Archaeologists uncovered artifacts, including stone carvings and pottery, proving that humans had occupied the cave for thousands of years. But the most mysterious claim, the metal library, was never officially found. Some believe it lies deeper, hidden beyond the known tunnels. Others suspect it was merely a myth. But ancient Shura legends speak of a powerful underground knowledge protected by mysterious beings, hinting that the secrets of Cueva de los Tellos might be older than any known South American civilization. The cave itself is incredibly dangerous. Its entrance drops over 200 feet into total darkness, and inside, miles of twisting tunnels, underground rivers, and narrow passages make exploration nearly impossible. Many areas remain unexplored, leaving open the possibility that something remarkable is still waiting to be found. Could Cueva de los Tellos hold proof of a forgotten civilization? Are ancient records hidden deep within its unexplored tunnels? One thing is certain, this is no ordinary cave. It remains one of the greatest underground mysteries on Earth, and until more discoveries are made, the legend of the metal library refuses to fade. The hidden tunnels of Nazi Germany, buried secrets of war. Tunnels have been built for thousands of years, serving many purposes, from transportation to shelter. But during World War II, Germany constructed a different kind of tunnel, one meant for survival and secrecy. As the war raged on, Nazi leaders knew they needed a hidden stronghold in case their empire crumbled. Their solution? A vast underground network, secretly built beneath a luxurious retreat in Bavaria. This wasn't just a simple bunker. It was a sprawling complex, complete with underground rooms, secret chambers, and even a personal apartment for Hitler. Designed as a fortress of last resort, it was meant to protect top officials if the war turned against them. At first, it was just a precaution, an emergency escape plan. But as defeat loomed closer, it became clear that these tunnels could be their final refuge. One of the most infamous locations in this underground network was the Eagle's Nest, a mountaintop getaway designed as a symbol of power. However, despite its strategic design and reinforced hideouts, no amount of tunnels could prevent the inevitable. The war ended, Allied forces took control, and these underground structures, once intended as a sanctuary for the most feared leaders in history, were abandoned, left to decay as haunting reminders of the past. Today, some of these tunnels have been explored, mapped, and even opened to the public. But many believe that hidden passages still exist, buried deep beneath the forests and mountains of Germany, concealing long-lost artifacts, classified documents, or even treasures hidden away during the final days of the war. Whether they hold shocking secrets or simply stand as eerie relics of a fallen empire, these tunnels remain one of the most chilling remnants of World War II. The hidden tunnels of San Francisco, a secret world beneath the city. Beneath the lively, bustling streets of San Francisco, an entire hidden world exists, a vast network of underground tunnels, shrouded in mystery and urban legend. For decades, rumors have swirled about their purpose. Were they used by smugglers during the gold rush? Secret hideouts for gangsters? A passageway for something even more sinister? Photographer Sierra Hartman grew up hearing these whispers. As a child, the tunnels were nothing more than stories, unreachable, unseen. But when he moved to San Francisco as an adult, fate gave him an unexpected opportunity. One night, as he wandered the city with his camera, he stumbled upon an open manhole. It sat there like an invitation. Without hesitation, he climbed down into the unknown. What he discovered was breathtaking. A sprawling maze of dark passageways, eerie underground rooms, and decaying walls, all hidden beneath the feet of millions. He couldn't stop exploring. He captured haunting photos of San Francisco's secret underworld, revealing a side of the city that few have ever seen. But the biggest surprise? These tunnels aren't abandoned relics. They still serve a crucial purpose today. While some dream of hidden treasures or forgotten secrets, the reality is just as shocking. San Francisco's tunnels keep the city alive. They carry wastewater and storm drainage, preventing floods and sewage disasters. Without them, the city could face a nightmarish catastrophe, with streets turning into rivers of waste. Urban explorers and workers alike descend into these tunnels, not to chase legends, but to maintain the unseen lifelines of the city. Yet, despite their practical use, these tunnels still hold mysteries. Could there be sections yet to be discovered? Secrets buried beneath decades of history? One thing is certain, beneath San Francisco's iconic skyline, a hidden labyrinth continues to weave its way through the city's past and present, waiting for the next explorer brave enough to step inside. Gough's Cave, the chilling truth beneath the surface. Imagine stepping into a dark, ancient cave, expecting to find simple relics from the past, some old bones, maybe a few primitive tools. But instead, you uncover something far more disturbing. That's exactly what happened at Gough's Cave, and trust me, this discovery is not for the faint of heart. Archaeologists have been studying this cave for years, unearthing human bones buried deep within. At first, the findings seemed ordinary, remnants of early humans who once lived here. But when researchers took a closer look, they found something deeply unsettling. The bones had been butchered and broken apart in a way that left no doubt. These people were eating each other. Yes, you heard that right. Cannibalism. Asterisk, and it didn't stop there. The most horrifying part? These ancient humans didn't just consume their victims. They repurposed their skulls. After cleaning out the remains, they shaped the skulls into drinking cups, turning their fallen into everyday utensils. Just imagine sitting around a fire, sipping from a human skull, as if it were the most normal thing in the world. But what? Was it a desperate act of survival? A ritualistic practice? Or something even darker? No one knows for sure. What we do know is that Gough's Cave holds some of the most chilling secrets of human history buried beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. The Bosnian Pyramids, a hidden tunnel system that defies explanation. Deep in the heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina, something extraordinary is buried beneath the earth. According to researcher and engineer Sam Osmanagic, a vast network of tunnels lies beneath the hills of Visoko, connected to what he claims are ancient pyramids, structures that could rewrite history as we know it. Since 2005, Osmanagic has argued that these hills are not natural formations, but colossal pyramids built by an advanced civilization thousands of years ago. His claims sparked both excitement and controversy, but when tunnels were discovered beneath the supposed pyramids, everything changed. As researchers ventured deeper, they found evidence that these tunnels were not random caves. They were carved by human hands. The walls were smooth and precise, suggesting an astonishing level of craftsmanship. But the biggest shock came when unusual energy readings were detected inside. Scientists recorded strange frequencies unlike anything seen before. Some believe the tunnels may have been engineered to channel energy, possibly for spiritual, scientific, or even technological purposes. And that's not all. The tunnels contained mysterious artifacts, including stone blocks and carvings that didn't match the known history of the region. Some materials weren't even native to Bosnia, raising an unsettling question. Who built these tunnels? And where did they come from? Skeptics argue that these formations are natural, but the sheer precision and the unexplained energy fields tell a different story. Whether these tunnels were part of an advanced lost civilization or something even more mysterious, one thing is clear. The secrets beneath Visoko are far from being fully uncovered. The Hidden Hoard, 50,000 ancient artifacts unearthed in Mexico. Some discoveries aren't terrifying because of what they are, but because of how much was found. In Mexico, one particular city has become an archaeological goldmine, revealing layers of history with every dig. But in 2014, researchers made a discovery that shattered all expectations. At one of the city's most sacred sites, a team of archaeologists began a careful excavation. They knew the location was significant, but they had no idea what was buried beneath. The site was so delicate that instead of rushing in, they used small robotic explorers to scan the underground space, ensuring it was stable enough for human entry. What they found was beyond belief. A secret tunnel that had been hidden for thousands of years. And inside? A staggering 50,000 artifacts. That's right, 50,000. To put that into perspective, in archaeology, finding a handful of ancient objects is considered a massive win. But this was an unparalleled treasure trove. The sheer number of artifacts led experts to an astonishing conclusion. This tunnel was likely a sacred passage to the royal tombs, where generations of people left offerings and tributes to the dead. Each object was a time capsule, revealing glimpses into who these people were, what they believed, and how they lived. And the most mind-blowing part? For thousands of years, all of this remained hidden, just beneath the feet of modern civilization. No one knew. No one suspected. Until the Earth finally gave up its secrets.